So the bad organization was the first strange thing that I noticed about the recruitment process. And the second thing that I thought was a little bit strange about both Eclipse and Chung Dahm was that they were adamant that I had to provide them with my original diploma for my bachelor's degree. So they maintained that this was the regulation of Korean immigration and that it was not possible to apply for a work visa unless the original diploma was made available to Korean immigration. Um, so, like, understandably, handing over an official document such as my diploma to an unknown third party was not something that I wanted to do. So I looked on the internet and I checked the Korean immigration website and I found nothing about having to submit the original diploma. It only said that you could submit either the original or a notarized copy of the diploma. So I told Eclipse that that is what I'd read on the Korean immigration website, and I also rang Korean embassy to double check, and that I would be giving them a notarized copy of my degree and with an apostille verification, and that I would not be giving them the original. So anyway, I tell them this, and then I get an email back from my recruiting manager in Sydney, and he'd written all of this in quite an annoyed sort of tone, saying that the Korean embassy is not the same thing as Korean immigration, that they don't know the rules of Korean immigration, and that the rules regarding like original and notarized diplomas vary from immigration office to immigration office in Korea. So he said that I can try and give them a notarized copy. I can try and give a notarized copy to immigration, um, but depending on the city that they place me in, if they did not accept the notarized copy, I would still have to send the original anyway. So he was basically implying there's a chance that you'll have to send the original anyway, so just send it now and save us some time. So I was, there was no way that I was going to send my original degree to this company that I didn't know all that much about in Korea. So anyway, I stood my ground and I told the recruiting manager in Sydney that there was no way that they were going to get my original degree, and that if Korean immigration did not accept it, the notarized copy for any reason, that I just simply would not be coming to Korea, and it was as simple as that. So I made that very clear to him, and he was I think he was a bit annoyed with me. But anyway, he told them that, and anyway, so there was no other mention of my original degree sort of after that. But they did still mention that I had to bring it to Korea anyway because I needed to register as a teacher with the Ministry of Education. Um, so anyway, I said, okay, I will bring the degree, no problem, but I'm just not giving it to you. So anyway, that was the next strange thing that I noticed about um, Chungdam, is that they would, that they wanted my diploma. And again, just like with a bad organization, I just tried to rationalize it, um, because I didn't understand exactly why they were trying to get the original diploma out of me. I knew that this was bullshit about Korean immigration wanting my original. So I had figured out that it was Chungdam that wanted my original diploma and not Korean immigration. But I didn't know exactly why they wanted my original. But I did figure out that it had to be something about them trying to protect themselves, in the event that maybe I didn't finish my contract or I wanted to leave halfway or something like that, and then they'd have, a little bit of protection against something like that happening. So I thought, maybe that's not that unreasonable that they don't want teachers, leaving or, um, something like that. So I thought, that they're just trying to protect themselves, and there's nothing wrong with them trying to protect themselves. They could just at least, be honest about it. So that's how I rationalized it, and I didn't really think too much more about it. So yeah, that was the second thing that was strange.